way from Atlanta, artist, lyricist, and entrepreneur, King Tony RHE.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
But let me say, from Talladega, Alabama, by way of Atlanta, you know what I mean?
Okay, all right, Talladega, Alabama. So that's Roll Tide then, huh?
Roll Tide.
Okay, big Roll Tide.
256.
All right, welcome to my pink couch, okay? Tell the people what you do and what projects are you coming out with?
I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a rapper. Right now, I just dropped a CD with CJ the Beast. It dropped 11/21. I just dropped a tape with One League, 4 for 4. Look for that one. And the one with CJ is Hustler's Music. I got an EP coming out with Turcaso Friday, which has like 4 or 5 songs. Shout out to Teaser 808. We actually got a project that's gonna come. I know it sounds like
no, it is. That's good.
It's all dropping, and at the top of the year with 712 Production and the Black Emerald Music Group and Zulu Beats, we got a collective project coming out at the top of the year. So yeah, I got music coming out till summertime, man, and it's on all platforms. King Tony RHE.
All right, that's what's up. I know a couple of those guys that you mentioned, so I know they have great work. I love your production.
Somebody might have heard some of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sure I'm not the only one. All right, so you're working on a lot. That's good.
Facts, man. Trying to stay busy. And shout out to the crypto scene. If you don't know, you need to.
Yeah, man. Crypto is something that everybody should have their hands in. I'm actually, I don't want to say like, here's what I'm saying. When you got your money right, okay, I feel like that's when you should really invest in crypto and stocks in the market and stuff like that, because money is tight for some people, and I feel like those are leisure things that you do. You don't do that with what you have. You know what I mean?
I think it's never too early to start being knowledgeable about it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Don't go dump your 401k.
Yeah, I mean, right.
I'm not making financial advice right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Just to be knowledgeable about it and going forward in the future, it's a big thing. That's just my entrepreneurial spirit coming out.
Yes, it is. I remember when Bitcoin, maybe not the first came out, but when it was really just coming out and hitting the scene, and a lot of people would say they missed out on a good opportunity. I know I did. I did a little something with Dogecoin, and that was kind of fun. I like trading. I did a little bit of high frequency trading, Forex trading, and so that was fun.
So you're knowledgeable too,
yeah. I like to do my back end, and then when I got it like that, I'm a splurge. It's kind of like when I go to the casino.
I get it, ball.
You know what I mean?
She balling on the low.
Okay, balling. All right, so tell us a little bit about your journey as a rapper moving from Talladega, Alabama to Atlanta.
Man, it's been fun, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Before anything else, you know what I'm saying? Just pursuing what I want to do for my life and actually still being able to be a part of it and grow inside of it. It's always fun, but it's tough and sometimes it's lonely, you know what I mean? Because everybody's not meant to be on the same path as with you. You might be cool and friends and have hangout time and be cool with that, but inside of, you know what I'm saying, just pushing for a dream or a goal.
Right.
It get lonely and everybody don't understand that you might make sacrifices or have to make sacrifices that somebody in a different life wouldn't have to, you know what I mean? Because some people could work a job and retire at 40. I could be broke till I'm 35 and make a hit at 36, and you know what I mean? It's consistency. So it's just it's been a fun path, but it's long and consistent and not being deterred to it, because I've had success, then it dwindled some to come back to more success. It's just
it's a roller coaster ride. I will say that. I think entrepreneurship is a roller coaster ride. I think of when I first started, and when I look back, I'm like,
it's been a long ride.
It's been a long ride, right? And now it's just starting. It's just starting, and so that's the fun about it. I think I can definitely touch on not everybody can come.
Facts.
Right, and then from your 20s and 30s, you're changing like as a whole. Right, you're changing completely as a person. So some of the same people, y'all not on the same path no more, and y'all done went separate ways, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's the difference between making one type of music, leaving from making club music and part of music and bouncing across the stage, and
right.
now we're making grown man music.
Different kind of artist.
Yeah.
You change as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And some people never choose to change or grow up in that aspect.
Right. Yeah. I think that's the beautiful thing about being an artist is that, especially when you're putting it in a particular kind of product where you get to see your vision, you get to see your artistry in real 3D form, you know what I mean? And then looking at it years back, it's like, wow, okay, this is how my artistry has changed. And then you have a catalog because you're in music, so you can go back and listen to how your sound has changed, how your voice has changed, right? So that's dope. Awesome. All right, so today I want to piggyback off of the topic I was speaking on last week in my last episode, the state of parenting in the Black community. I made a little comment and a little controversy, and I just basically said, you know, as a single mother, if you are a single mother, that's not a knock on you, that's a knock on who left you. And you know, some of the guys had something to say, you know, they was like, well, you know, if she did da-da-da-da, then she needed to get left kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I just kind of want to drop some statistics real quick before we get going, just to put in perspective where we are as a whole, as a Black community, and the numbers, right? Because numbers don't lie.
Let's get into the numbers.
Okay. According to the Juvenile Justice and Delinquent Prevention, 55% of Black children live in a single parent household. Okay, that alone, right? 55%. And from 1970 to 2023, the proportion of Black children living with mothers in a single parent home increased from 29.5% to 44%.
I think.
What do you think about that?
I think the first part of that is the system that I hate to be like they put into play allow for it to be where it is, because Black women are in the top percentile of educational rates, you know what I'm saying, and collegiate accolades and things like that. You don't have as many Black males per se in that position because of, I mean, it's growing now, you know what I mean, and we're progressing, you know what I'm saying. We love our HBCUs.
Absolutely.
Shout out to all my graduates. But from 1970, back then it was in place to have us displaced from the home, to have us breaking away from our family, to make single Black women, strong Black women, which we all do appreciate. I come from a strong Black woman. But to the fight to get back to having males in the household is a long process, you know what I mean? But it is getting better because we all come from broken situations, and fixing broken situations and problems that they implemented to have us like that is a long, you know what I'm saying? It's a long ride.
Yeah. Do you feel like financially that has been affected?
For sure.
So it makes it harder?
For sure. I mean, into our own mistake too, for falling into the trap they set for us, to where we end up in prison, to where that's one reason that takes us away from our family, or we sit here and think that the only choice that we have to benefit our family is to go sell drugs, which again turns around and puts us somewhere where we don't need to be, or we out here killing each other. Right. You know what I mean? It's all because we've been put in a situation where it's not easier for us to win and to overcome, you know what I mean? But the more that we do become financially literate and people that didn't have fathers want to be fathers, we start to grow from there. Right. You know what I mean? That makes...
No, it does. It makes complete sense. I think where I struggle with that is that, and not that in particular do I struggle with, but seeing how far we have come, right? We have freedom. I feel like, yes, there are some fathers being ripped from the home to be placed in prison, but a lot of times it's based upon what do you do with your life that puts you in that place of being in prison, right? And really quickly, I feel like...
Can I ask one question though? What do you see as we being free?
I mean that when a man has the freedom to lay down with a woman and create a child, he also has the same freedom to stay in that household and be a full-time father.
For sure. Yeah.
Right? Because that's kind of what I'm speaking on in regards to...
That's just why I wanted to just clarify.
No, absolutely. And, you know, I do feel you. I feel like life is hard, right? And they've set it up for the Black community to even be harder in the Black man especially, right? So I'm not negating that at all. However, when it says from 1970 to 2023, the proportion of black children living with mothers in a single parent home increased, aside from the prison, right? Mm-hmm. Because I mean, as far as not being locked up, you have the freedom, mm-hmm. meaning you can walk in and out that door without somebody saying, no, you can't.
Do we gotta be politically correct on here, or can I say how I feel?
You say how you feel. If I don't like it, I'm gonna cut that shit out.
Some black men ain't shit. And you know what I'm saying? That's a personal choice that, you know what I mean? You might not have been loved how you choose want to be loved, and you feel as though you came out okay. So if you choose to leave, he got his mama, he'll be okay, rather than dealing with my fucked up ways. Understanding that you creating the same cycle. Right.
Or some men probably say, he got a good mom, he alright. Mm-hmm. Right? They like, he don't need me, he good. Yes. Or some of them even say, I'll come around when he know what's going on.
And that's too late.
You know what I mean?
And that's way too late.
Okay. So, all right, cool. I just wanted to drop some.
I even had some stupid motherfuckers tell me that he might turn out to be like LeBron James. There's only one LeBron James. There's 1,000 black children out here without fathers. It ain't that simple.
Right.
But yeah.
Listen, back to the statistic I just mentioned, okay? Mm-hmm. I really paid attention to the years and the amount of years that from 1970 to 2023, right? Mm-hmm. And how the percentage went from 29.5 to 44%. Like, that's a lot. Yeah. That's a tremendous jump. That's only a 53-year difference. Okay, so to put that in perspective, not even one's full lifespan. Mm-hmm. Okay, you coming from a 2-parent household, what do you feel is the cause of this dramatic increase?
Crack cocaine. Crack cocaine. That's a true fact. I'm real. That's not
that's your answer. You feel like crack cocaine was the increase too?
On both sides of the spectrum, from our fathers ending up strung out to our fathers thinking that we, you know what I'm saying, this is how we got to get our money. You know what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword to where you, not to mention that brings in violence. Right. You know what I'm saying? That brings in lack of education. That brings in lack of funds. That brings in a black woman telling you that if you ain't gonna provide or even try to help, you know what I'm saying? I can do bad by myself. Right. You know what I mean?
You know the messed up part about the crack epidemic is you choose to pick up the pipe now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, real quick, let me just say this, because we was out back then. Black folks could have just stuck to weed, got high with the weed, and did what they wanted to do. But they decided to pick up a crack pipe. And even then, seeing what it did to the black community and their peers, they still went and got high so much so that you're saying that is the reason as to why that big old jump from 29.5 to 44.
If we can come back to this conversation, stay tuned with 23 years later. If we can come back to this conversation 23 years from now, those numbers will be different. You know what I mean?
You think they're going to be less?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it'll be less because it's more men that want to be fathers and want to be in their life and making the righteous
point them out.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brothers and my fathers and my cousins who are all college graduates. You know what I mean? Right. Who are all fathers that strive to be good dads. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a very small percentage, though.
But I still.
I'm just messing with you. No, I feel you.
Mustard seed.
Yes, okay. Well, we need a little bit more than a mustard seed of men being fathers out here, okay? So, get it together. What do you think black women can do to not become single mothers when dealing with black men?
At first, I say, just like that Bell Biv DeVoe song, don't trust a big button smile. Don't trust a tall nigga with car keys. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or just the hype about somebody rather than actually going to know about this dude, or you know what I'm saying, before you start.
So you feel like women should get to know men before they lay down and see them have babies.
Before you start having sex, go see how he treated mama.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? See what type of drawers he got in the closet. You know what I'm saying? Like, be around somebody, allow yourself to get to know this person besides let somebody just talk slick in your ear and pull off a rubber. Right. And now you end up in a situation where he didn't even think he was gonna be in out the gate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think it's tough because men are able to turn around and sleep with whoever they please. Men are able to not do that research, and they're able to just sleep around and make a mistake, for example, or have fun for that night. And 9 times out of 10, they don't really feel the consequences. But if a woman does it, then we trap with a baby and we're a single mama.
And that's...
Like, do you think that's fair? For a man to say, okay, well, why don't you spend more time getting to know him and then you won't be a single mother?
I don't think it's fair for anybody to parent solely by themselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't let's start that first. But to the question, you know what I'm saying? God gifted us all different responsibilities, from male to female. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, yeah, I mean, I got a lot of friends and black males that are in co-parenting relationships, trying to do right by their kids, and they getting the short end of the situation because they didn't choose the right baby mother. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
right.
That's done. But like I can say before, if I can say anything about a woman, it is a little more hard. You know what I'm saying? It is a little more hectic, man. And I just say, be selfish. You know what I mean? And you got to know that to prevent that from happening to you, you can stop that from happening. You know what I'm saying? I know it is crazy situations to where it's sexual assault and rapes and things like that. So definitely. I'm not insensitive to that. That's different.
Right.
So you just meet some dude at the club, y'all getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? He might buy you a pair of shoes or whoop the walk.
Keep the rubber on.
You know what I'm saying?
Spend a couple more days with him.
Come on. Listen, I know it ain't going to feel just like, you know what I'm saying, skin to skin, but hey, listen, protect yourself at all costs.
Absolutely. Yes, please wear a condom. I will say this, you know, when I had my son, and it's unfortunate it took for this to happen so later in life, right? Because in the beginning, of course, right? Protect yourself. But I think we forget that sex is made to bear children. Sex is put there to create a child, right? And so what's happened, I feel like, is that humanity has said, I'm going to utilize this. This is going to be my tool. Okay, this is my love tool to make me feel good, right? And then because of that, you become more careless, and then you end up slipping up and you have a baby. So, another question, okay? As a black man, why do you think men are comfortable leaving the mother of their children and their kids, knowing that their kids will suffer and struggle more emotionally, educationally, financially, and really in all other ways as well?
Some people just aren't good people, you know what I'm saying? Let's just start there. But outside of that, sometimes I don't think it's just like that. A male might leave to make the situation better for him and his kids. You know what I mean? Because the situation might not work between me and this woman. But instead of staying in the households where kids start seeing disrespect and domestic violence and you know what I mean, to where you just learn bad habits.
You feel like they're trying to do good by leaving so that the kids no longer see that being taking place.
If that's the intent, if that's the righteous intentions,
right?
Yes,
okay.
Because a lot of people end up trying to stay together, stay in these relationships, and
damaging the children.
For
right.
sure.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Good way to look at that. So, should how the mother acts towards the father of her children affect his decision to not stay in the household and raise his children?
I don't think it affects him raising his children. It should not affect him raising his children. But yes, it affects him staying in the house because domestic violence goes both ways. You know what I mean? So you only hear about men beating on women or downplaying women and things like this.
But there are women who be beating they do.
You feel me? And it's more than just physically. You know what I mean? You hurt a man more mentally than physically. I know how to get mad and break.
That's because y'all really be sensitive.
Yeah, of course. real sensitive.
Men are really sensitive and act like they not. Right.
I'm a mama baby. I'm somebody's child.
But is it our fault as women because you portraying yourself to be this, non-sensitive man that now you feel?
Because I am strong. You know what I'm saying? I am that. But if you're my girl, you know my vulnerable spot. Right. Instead of it being you hitting on me now, it is some women out there beating on dudes too. And listen.
Yeah, we don't condone that.
Nah, because I don't.
But sometimes
No, I see what I'm saying. It ain't, but it shouldn't be.
I'm just playing.
It shouldn't be because domestic violence is a two-way thing. You know what I mean? I know. I keep saying I know because I got so many homeboys. I'm just sitting here talking about black males. I know black males right now going through situations where trying to be there for their kids. You know what I'm saying? But the baby mother talks down to them crazy, or the baby mama want to fight him, or the woman want to fight him, and you know what I'm saying?
I get so much craziness. They don't want all that drama. They want to just chill and have a co-parenting relationship, but maybe the woman don't want to let him go yet. Maybe she still want to mess with him, or maybe all type of stuff. So it is difficult. I'll say that, because it varies. You go on one side or the other.
Without how we treat each other matters. Bottom bar. That what we start with a lot of these conversations is bottom bar. What you was learning, how you was taught, and who you are as a human being. You know what I mean? Because I don't know a male I wouldn't even be friends with a black male that's not taking care of his kids. We don't even rock like that.
Let's talk about that, because I have known men who were friends with men who were not taking care of their kids, and I'm not talking about just one. I'm talking about like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's maybe not 7, 8, but you get what I'm saying, right?
We don't condone that because you a sucker,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what does that say about the male that is friends with the man that is not there for his children and being an active father?
He not a real friend, or you a sucker to sit here and allow that to happen. If you sitting out here having children, you think you finna come kick it with us, be in the studio with us, and I ain't talking about being with your baby mama or nothing, but you ain't taking care of your kids.
Right.
Oh, no, bro, we don't.
Can't rock with you like that.
Yeah, we don't condone sucker shit.
Yeah. It's like I was telling one of my guy friends not too long ago, I said, you have to qualify people. You have to decide, do I like this quality that you have about you? Because if not, I don't want to be around that. Mm-hmm. If there's one bad fruit in the bunch, yes, it's going to make the other fruit bad. Like, that's what's going to happen. So I'm not about to be around somebody who can negatively impose what they're doing in my life, and then it affects what I have going on. Because now you bring in your drama.
Because next time I turn around, I end up having a kid. You're going to think it's cool for me not to take care of my son. Like, right. No, like, we don't. Yeah. That's just not how we rock.
That's not what we do. All right. In today's society, where do you think black culture goes wrong in co-parenting with someone they don't get along with? And what can they do better?
I think the rough girl era is crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? And we just talking about hip hop culture, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think women are way more aggressive, you know what I'm saying, right now. And inside I feel like to the same, I think a lot of dudes a lot more sweeter now, you know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't no problem to nobody, you know what I'm saying? I got love everybody. But,
right.
You know what I mean? I think the dynamic is sort of off. Yeah, you know, boys out here wearing bell bottoms, girls got on Timbos.
Listen, when they did the crop top, the men,
you feel me?
I said, you know what?
Listen, call me getting old or something, bro.
Like, if it was just my personal preference, no, males should not be walking around in no tank top, okay? The belly crop top.
You feel me? Should not be having your nails all painted, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It shifts as the energetic, you know.
Cause the dynamic is just teeter-tottering. You know, I think the younger generation got their own thing going on between that. You know what I mean? I don't think everything is just so much gender secured anymore. You know what I mean?
Okay. Aside from what can they do better, before I even touch on that, because I do think where society goes wrong, going back to what you originally said about culture, right? The music, the era, what's popping and what's not. And it's like when they're trying to bring back the soft girl era, right? Yeah. I think men also need to bring back that loving era, like that crying in the rain, get on your knees and beg for me, go get the fucking boombox.
Cut the disclaimer.
And bring it out the window and sing for me and bring me roses and, show me that I'm her. I don't just mean go buy me Chanel. Like, yeah, of course I want some Chanel. But I really mean touch my soul. Men ain't trying to touch our soul. Men trying to touch that cat. Nothing about that. You know what I mean? Yes.
No disrespect to any woman or anything like that. I mean, I hate to say it like this, but it gotta lay it out for me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Lay what out for you?
No, I'm saying allow me to be able to do that for you. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody stopping you from going in your pockets and going to reserve a picnic. Ain't nobody stopping you from going to get a fucking boom box and singing outside that window and begging me when you do wrong.
And what you gonna do? Where does it become a side on the women about?
See, that's the problem. That right there. Listen, let me.
It's a both ways.
You know what? No, and I'm gonna say this. That's the problem with men, because anytime a woman brings something up from a man, the man's always like, "Oh, well, what about the woman? And why the women don't do this?" And I can guarantee you that is a problem in co-parenting. The men are so worried about what the women are not doing that they're not even doing. And they're spending their time trying to dictate what the women should do.
Chivalry.
How about, really quickly, the man get their T's crossed and their I's dotted and do what they supposed to do, and the woman will follow.
Yeah, chivalry.
And what happened to the man leave?
Chivalry is not dead. You know what I'm
chivalry dead.
You know, I think we allow ourselves to get comfortable inside this culture. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no push and pull no more. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't do that because nobody even feel the need to. You know what I'm saying? One day I look forward to getting into a relationship or finding a woman to where I can allow myself to do things like that. But you gotta give me something to respect that. Don't sit here and come. You know what I'm saying? Require me to do things, and you think at the end of the night just because you open your legs that suffice.
But we're not talking about that though. We're talking about a man doing it, right? A man saying, I want to do this. Like, why does it have to be, because something, I ain't finna do that. Yeah. Like a man, okay, right, a man will say, because you ain't called, I ain't called. What do me not calling have to do with you picking up the phone and wanting to talk to me? Make that make sense to me. I feel like it's a very much so I'm going to take the finger off me and put it on you perspective. And men do that a lot.
That's right? My fault to answer this question like that too, because I feel, you know what I'm saying, I might not have the answer to this question. Right. I'm a single male myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to portray nobody perfect, you know what I'm saying?
And everybody's co-parenting relationship is different. Mm-hmm. Everybody's relationship is different. Mm-hmm. So my experience may not be yours or what somebody else is experiencing, right? I just know for myself, I've had a problem, or really just, it's been complicated for me because I'm the kind of person that likes to work through things and figure it out, and let's get to a common ground that we can work on. If you feel like I'm yelling, let me lower my tone. If you feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a very problem solving kind of person. I don't sit there and be like, oh, well, you the reason why I'm not here, and da-da-da, you know what I mean? So, I think that's where Black culture goes wrong.
Inside of co-parenting, I think everybody should learn to take themselves out of it and put the baby first. You know what I mean? If the relationship don't work, or if he ain't bringing the boom box, go cut on your own music. But y'all both need to sit here and be buying Pampers and baby. You know what I'm saying?
Regardless of what the other person is not doing for you or giving you, that is a personal aspect. You deal with that on your own time. But what this child needs is for the mother and the father to show up and go in their pockets and get whatever that baby needs to live the best life possible. And that is what matters. But everybody can't get to that common ground because they're too selfish. That's just what I think. Do you see yourself having children? And if so, what is the one thing you learned from your parents that you'll implement as a father?
A kid would be nice at some point. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's big inside. You know what I'm saying? Big. My mom and my dad, they want me to procreate. Right. I'm the last sibling left without a kid. But,
the baby,
you know what I'm saying? Okay. But it's like, again, if I can find a situation that works and allows me to want to have a child, then yeah. But I'm not out here to just push it past the norm and I mess up my peace. End up dealing with some woman that I don't like and she don't like me, and now it's just some whole crazy situation. I got to sit here and raise a child up in that. Before then, I'll wait. But
you trying to do your part to make sure that you prepare for how that child.
Someday I want to go on cheesecake dinners and picnics at some point. And they might pull out a boom box or a JBL speaker, you know, at some point in life like that. Love ain't dead. It's not dead. It's just finding it with the right person. Right. But just to answer your second question, from my father, you know what I'm saying? Just being accountable to being a man. You know what I mean? Like, to say people like, oh, well, she won't let me see my kid and stuff like that. It was a point in life where my mama had to kick my daddy out for a second. This man broke in the house and with Clorox and my mama new carpet put "I love y'all boys."
Oh wow!
He used to come after my mama went to sleep.
Talk about wowing somebody.
Oh, she was pissed. Nah, but we loved it. You know what I'm saying? Like he'd come knock on our bedroom window. You know what I'm saying? And holler at us right quick, and then when my mama asked us who he talking to, he go ahead and dip. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like she told him to get out for this period of time, and he left. Nah, my daddy would sleep in the car to be close to us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
your dad would do whatever he needed to do to be
being accountable for it, man. You know what I'm saying? Even being, you know what I'm saying, enough to be sensitive. You know what I'm saying, to show us everything a father's supposed to show us.
Right. And you know, I would say from a woman's perspective, there is nothing more sexier than a man being a father to their kids. Like, I don't know, I'm just thinking, like, if I got into it with my dude and then with my husband and he come back and he bleached the carpet, I love y'all boys. Like, yes, I'm gonna be pissed because obviously, you know, now my carpet's messed up. But you can come fix that, right? You can come back home, baby, and you can fix that carpet because that was cute. I mean, I'm a thoughtful person, and I feel like, you know, this might be off subject, but if you just surprise me with some lemon pepper wings all flats, honey mustard, honey mustard with a I love you.
They doing that in Atlanta, bro. They still giving that lemon pepper hot.
You feel me? Like, give me a lemon pepper hot with some ranch and fried rice, okay? Fried rice. Or, you know, if you're in Maryland, give me a chicken box with some mumbo sauce. You know, like, I feel like it's all about effort. And like you said, being accountable and holding yourself to a certain standard. And that is very sexy in a man. And I don't know what made them bump their head and think it's not. But this mess that they doing ain't sexy. These numbers is not sexy, okay? Like
23 years from now.
23 years from now, I cannot wait for the numbers to be better. Because I do feel like as a community we're getting better. But there's a lot that people are doing to hold themselves down. And if, like you said, more men would be accountable, there should be nothing that keeps you away from your child. Like, okay, the woman's not letting you see your child. Go to court. Or, hey, how about this? Why don't you lower your pride and do what needs to be done to work with her? Because 9 times out of 10, women are really easy. We like to be loved. We like to be validated. We like to be correct. You know, I can guarantee a lot of problems would be solved if men would just say, I just want to let you know I love you and I thank you for bringing my child into this world. I acknowledge you as such a strong woman and I'm here for you. Whatever you need, let me know how I can help you. That right there, y'all might have another baby. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like...
My daddy never misses Valentine's Day or birthday.
Right.
And he cook all the time.
Okay, let me get that. And like, I've met men who would say, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. It's not for you to.
It's crazy.
Valentine's Day is a bonus for men, but men can do with or without Valentine's Day. I believe.
Disclaimer, no.
You don't think men are,
no.
You think men are, they like Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we in every way we want to, yeah.
Evidently not all. Some.
Yeah, show me you love me too.
And you know, maybe that needs to be vocalized from men more. Maybe men need to talk about, I like Valentine's Day.
Yeah, because we want more than just, lingerie is cool. Shout out to lingerie. I want more than just see you in lingerie at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? I was about flowers, cards, diamonds, all this other stuff.
Do you think men want flowers?
Men like...
You think men like flowers?
Men like flowers. Men like cigars.
Okay.
Man, like whiskey and baths, you know. Oh, fix me a bath, throw a little bath bomb in there or something.
Okay,
you know
bath bomb. I feel that. That's what's up. Well, listen.
Hold on, because I can't let it end without saying what I take from my mama.
Yes.
I take the strength from my mama and the selflessness from my mama, and that's what I want to implement into my child. Because to be a mother, you have to be willing to be selfless for the rest of your life, you know what I'm saying, and make decisions.
Absolutely.
Make decisions not for yourself, but for the family. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's what that song just came out. The Heart of a Woman or something like that.
Yeah.
Kudos to that, man. We love our black women.
Yes, I mean, us women, we love our black men.
Appreciate you.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. All right. Well, is there anything that you want to say or touch on before we get out of here?
I mean, again, King Tony RHE, on every platform, Please go like it, stream, share it.
Yes, listen to that music, stream it up.
Chivalry products are out right now, pre-order, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, they are. What's the link? How can people find the link?
King Tony R.H.E., you know what I'm saying? Okay. Because going into like deep winter time, we finna bring out the whole sweatsuits, the real hustle joints.
So they can find you on Instagram, King Tony R.H.E. Just Google it and everything will pop on up. Google it, baby.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yes, and Jasmati Skincare, all natural, plant-based products made from scratch by a licensed esthetician. Y'all know the link. All right.
And people that need to learn how to be better financially with your money, or you're dealing through mental things and going through a process that you need help to get coached through, Dr. Capri Cruz has her books.
Yeah, she has 2 books. In fact, the first one is going to be From Foster Care to Fabulous, an Imperative Movement. The second one is Maximize Your Superpowers, y'all, okay?
We don't got that date, but I think she's having a seminar coming on soon.
She is having her seminar, yes. So stay tuned. Go follow everybody on Instagram. It's Jasmati, Jaismadi Skin, King Tony R.H.E., and Dr. Capri Cruz. Thank you. We love you. And until next time, huh?
Wow.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah, man.